There comes a time in life when we pause, not to regret, but to truly reflect. Aging is more than numbers on a calendar. It is the echo of the roads we've walked, the storms we've survived, and the quiet flames that still burn inside our hearts. If you're in your 70s or beyond, you are living proof of resilience. You have walked through losses that not everyone could bear. You have loved, you have hurt, you have hoped, and you kept going, even when life made it hard. Some say that longevity is in our genes, that if our parents lived long, we might too. But science and ancient wisdom tell us something deeper. Longevity is not a matter of fate. It is the outcome of the choices we make each day. And the most beautiful truth is this: even after 70, you can still shape your future. Today, I'd like to walk with you through 7 subtle but powerful signs. These signs don't predict your future. They invite you to listen more closely to your body and spirit. If you're watching this video, please take a moment to subscribe to Life in Words. This is where every story is a gift to your beautiful years ahead. So let's begin. And the first sign may surprise you because it starts right beneath your feet. What do your steps say about your future? Sign 1, walking speed, the silent measure of life. Grandpa, you're walking slower now. Remember when you always walked faster than everyone else? That innocent comment from his granddaughter made Mr. Charles pause. At 76, he had never thought his walking speed could reveal something deeper than just getting older. But science shows a surprising truth. Walking speed is one of the strongest indicators of longevity after 70. A study published in JAMA found that older adults who walk faster tend to live significantly longer, not because they exercise more, but because the body is still working well on many levels. You may wonder, can something as simple as walking really say that much? Yes, because each step is more than motion. It is a reflection of your heart, your lungs, your nerves, your balance, your muscles. It is the rhythm of life. If your pace has slowed without you meaning it to, if your steps have become smaller, it could be your body gently asking, please move me, use me, strengthen me. But do not fear. Do not blame yourself. Take it as a kind invitation to return to movement in your own way. In Buddhist practice, there is something called walking meditation. It is slow, intentional, and deeply mindful. But mindful walking is not weak walking. It reconnects you with your body, your breath, your posture. It awakens your energy. So, what can you do? Walk every day, even for just 10 minutes. Keep your back straight, your eyes forward, and your breathing calm. Imagine each step as a quiet promise. I am alive, I am moving, I am choosing life. You don't need to walk fast. You don't need to go far. You only need to walk with purpose, with awareness, and with hope. If you can still stand up and take steps, even slowly, even shakily, you are already giving your body the most powerful gift: intentional movement. Sign 2, grip strength, the hidden power in your hands. That morning, Mrs. Helen, 78, tried to open a jar of jam. It wasn't sealed tight, but her hand kept slipping. She was alone and gave up. It wasn't the jam that made her sad. It was the quiet feeling that she had grown weak. What she didn't know is this: that weakness in her hand is one of the most important signs of longevity. Doctors call it grip strength. It's simple to measure, yet deeply meaningful. Because grip strength is not just about your hands. It tells us about your nervous system, your nutrition, your hormone levels, your inner vitality. A major study in The Lancet found that low grip strength is linked to higher risk of early death, even more than high blood pressure or heart rate. Why? Because when you can't carry a bag, can't open a bottle, can't hold on to what you used to, it's not just muscle fading. It's your overall resilience quietly slipping away. But here is the good news. You can regain it, and it's easier than you think. In Shaolin martial arts, the hands are trained not just for combat, but for focus, for discipline. A strong grip reflects a strong spirit. So how do you begin? Start small. Hold objects with purpose. Use a soft handball or stress ball. Carry grocery bags by hand when you can. Open jars, even if it takes a few tries. Try squeezing and twisting a damp towel. These may sound simple, but they awaken the memory in your muscles. And if you're able, light strength exercises or Tai Chi can be deeply helpful, especially for seniors. Do not let your hands forget they still carry power, because the more you can hold on to life, the more life will hold on to you. After just 2 weeks of practicing daily hand squeezes, Mr. Charles was able to open that same jar of jam for Mrs. Helen. This time, they enjoyed it together, with quiet joy. Sign 3, Purpose, the fire that keeps your heart beating. Mrs. Eleanor lives alone now. Her beloved husband passed away years ago. Her children are grown and live far away. Some mornings, she wakes up, looks out the window, and quietly wonders, what am I waking up for? That question, soft as it may seem, can slowly wear down the spirit. But what few people realize is this. Having purpose doesn't just lift your mood, it helps you live longer. Large global studies, including research from JAMA, show that older adults with a strong sense of purpose have a 40% lower risk of dying early. They recover faster from illness. They stay mentally and emotionally stronger. In Buddhism, this is called Dharma, your path, your offering to the world. But the world doesn't need to be large. Sometimes it's the garden outside your window, your grandchild's bedtime story, the cookies you bake with love, a quiet prayer, a helping hand to someone else who feels lost. Purpose doesn't have to be big. It only needs to be real. So if you feel unsure, try asking yourself, what makes me want to wake up tomorrow? What makes me smile, even just a little? Is there someone I could help today, in a small way? If you don't have answers yet, that's okay. Eleanor, after months of feeling lost, returned to painting. She started with simple flowers, just like she used to paint when she was young. Then she donated her artwork to the hospital where her husband had been cared for. Something amazing happened. She felt her heart come alive again. When you find your purpose, even a tiny one, your body responds with energy, your spirit responds with joy, and life becomes not just longer, but more worth living. You don't need to save the world, but you can do something beautiful each day for yourself or someone else. That's more than enough. Sign 4, Resting Heart Rate, the quiet rhythm within. The heart is a wonder. Even when you're still, even when you're doing nothing at all, it keeps beating. Quiet, steady, devoted. But have you ever truly listened to your heart? At his checkup, Mr. Raymond, 81, was told that his resting heart rate was too high, close to 90 beats per minute. I feel fine, he said, but the doctor gently explained, if your heart beats fast while resting, your body may be under hidden stress. Studies show that older adults with a resting heart rate above 80 are at higher risk for heart problems and early death. Why? Because the heart is like a drum. If it beats too fast for no reason, it's being pushed too hard, and even the strongest drums can't last under constant pressure. But here's the good news. You can help your heart slow down, not by pills, but by breathing. Right now, try this with me. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 2 seconds. Exhale gently for 6 seconds. Repeat a few times. You'll notice something shift. Your body softens, Your mind calms. This breathing pattern activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's natural calming system. It lowers heart rate, blood pressure, and inflammation. Practicing this simple breath each morning for just 5 minutes can bring real peace to your heart. Other gentle ways to support your heart include light walks in fresh air and sunshine, drinking clean, pure water, getting enough magnesium through diet or supplements, listening to soft music, gentle prayer, quiet meditation. The heart doesn't ask for much. It doesn't want to race. It only wants your care. After 3 months of daily breathing exercises, Mr. Raymond's resting heart rate dropped to 68. His doctor smiled, and he said softly, "I've learned to breathe with my heart." Sign 5, resilience, the strength to rise again. After a mild cold, Mr. Joseph, 74, needed almost 2 weeks to walk back out to his garden. He used to recover in just a few days, but lately, he noticed his body bouncing back more slowly, both physically and emotionally. He began to wonder, is this what aging really means now? The answer might surprise you, not necessarily. If you understand a key factor called biological resilience or homeostatic recovery, this is your body's ability to return to balance after disruption. It could be a cold, a fall, a bad night's sleep, or an emotional upset. Medical studies now confirm older adults who recover quickly from stress or minor illness tend to live longer because it means their immune system, nervous system, and metabolism are still flexible. In other words, it's not about how often you fall, it's about how quickly you rise. So how can you build resilience? Keep a steady daily rhythm. Wake up and go to bed at the same time. Eat on schedule. Sleep enough. Consistency trains your body to find balance more easily. Eat clean. Eat real. Avoid sugar, processed foods, fast meals. Choose greens, lean proteins, foods rich in magnesium, zinc, omega-3. Nutrition is the fuel your body uses to rebuild after any stress. Breathe and move gently. Practice deep breathing. Go for short walks. Stretch. Try yoga or Tai Chi. These simple movements reset your inner systems. Face difficulty. Don't avoid it. You don't have to be strong all the time, but step slightly outside your comfort zone each day. Call someone new. Learn a new recipe. Try again at something you once gave up. Because true resilience doesn't come from avoiding pain. It grows from moving through it. There's a saying in meditation, I bend, but I do not break. That is the heart of resilience. You remain soft, but you do not fall apart. After adjusting his sleeping and eating habits and starting each morning with 10 minutes of deep breathing, Mr. Joseph experienced a small miracle. Next time he caught a cold, he recovered in just 3 days. "I'm no longer afraid of getting sick," he said, "because now I know I can come back." Sign 6, social connection, the medicine without a name. Mrs. Margaret used to be a school teacher. Her life was filled with the sound of children laughing, morning greetings, and staff room chats. But after she retired and her husband passed, her days became unusually quiet, radio playing softly, a lukewarm cup of tea, and long shadows in the afternoon light. She sometimes felt like she was slowly disappearing. It may sound sad, but she's not alone. According to the American Heart Association, loneliness in older adults raises the risk of early death more than smoking or obesity. It increases cortisol, weakens the immune system, and shortens lifespan. Why? Because we were never meant to live in isolation. Even monks gather in circles. Even sages seek company. Connection is nourishment for the soul. If you live alone, it doesn't mean you are lonely. But if your heart feels hollow, This may be your gentle invitation to reach out again. One connection a day is all it takes. Here are a few simple ways. Call an old friend, just to say, "How have you been?" Send a handwritten letter. Go for a walk in the park. Smile at someone. Say, "Good morning." Join a local art or reading group. Speak openly. Listen with care. Even to your neighbor you only see once in a while. A few kind words can open the door to something deeper. And if you use social media, use it meaningfully. Write something kind. Share a happy photo. Ask someone how their day was. That, too, is connection. Mrs. Margaret, after joining a local laughter yoga group, found new friends. They didn't talk about illnesses. They talked about flowers, silly poems, and funny memories. She said, "I feel young again, not in my face, but in my heart." Sign 7 attitude, the light that lives in your mind. Mr. Thomas, a retired engineer at 79, used to be very hard on himself. After retiring, he often looked in the mirror and sighed, "I'm old now. There's nothing left I can do." He saw wrinkles as signs of decline, gray hair as proof that time had won. And slowly, no one had to tell him to stop trying. He just quietly began to let go of living. But then something shifted. His granddaughter gave him a framed quote, "Age is not decay, it's evolution." He started to think differently. And when the mind changes, the body often follows. He began to feel stronger, less pain, better sleep, more laughter. Here's what many people don't realize. Your beliefs about aging can change how your body responds. A study from Yale found that older adults who hold positive beliefs about aging live an average of 7.5 years longer than those with negative beliefs. Not because of medicine, but because of mindset. If you believe aging is weakness, your body listens. If you believe aging is wisdom, your body listens too. So be mindful of your thoughts. Your wrinkles are not mistakes. They are maps of memory. Your gray hair is not failure. It is a crown of time. Your 70s, 80s, or beyond are not the end. They are a quiet, powerful season of life. You can begin to change your thoughts, slowly. Speak kindly to yourself each morning. Focus on what you can still do. Write a gratitude journal. 3 small things each day. Avoid negative media. Choose music, nature, stories of hope. Remind yourself that waking up each day is a gift, not a burden. After 3 months of writing his smile journal, Mr. Thomas slept better. He remembered more, and even joined the local yoga class in the park. He smiled and said, "I'm not done yet. I'm just starting my best chapter." Conclusion. The road ahead is still long if you choose it to be. So now, you've walked with me through 7 quiet signs of long life. Each one, from your steps, to your hands, to your heart, to your spirit, is not a prophecy. They are mirrors. They reflect how you live each day and how you might choose to live tomorrow. Let's look back for a moment. Walking speed. Are your steps full of life? Grip strength. Do your hands still hold on to strength and purpose? Sense of purpose. Do you have a reason to wake up with hope? Resting heart rate. What is your heart whispering when you rest? Resilience. After you fall, can you rise again with grace? Social connection. Is your heart nourished by friendship and love? Optimism. Are your thoughts filled with light or fear? If one or more signs feel weak right now, don't be discouraged. This video is not a warning. It is an invitation. Each sign is a door, a gentle reminder that every day you still have power. To take a walk, to breathe deeply, to call someone you miss, to write a kind word, to smile in the mirror. Longevity does not come from luck. It comes from small choices made with love, with intention, and with grace. If you've made it here to the end, something inside you already knows you're still here. You can still change, and you deserve to live long and live well. Thank you for listening. If this video touched your heart, please share in the comments what you want to improve this week, and don't forget to subscribe to Life in Words. Every day, we're here to remind you you are not running out of time. You are simply entering the most beautiful season of your life.